Hey everybody, welcome back to Odin Sphere. Sorry for the several month delay.
Look, we don't need to talk about that.
You must
Oh right, Oswald needs to heal up. I forgot about that.
Yeah, last episode Oswald had complications that prevented him from killing a baby dragon. And right now we're just dealing with his recovery.
Oswald is safe.
I forgot about Bunny Maid
relief.
again, as it seemed to do between episodes.
Yes,
Bunny Maid
indeed.
is cute but wholly unremarkable during Gwendolyn's arc.
To be fair, cute but wholly unremarkable basically sums me up as well. Hi, I'm Shibotech, in case people have forgotten.
Yeah, it's been a while, I know.
Yeah. Entirely my fault, by the way. Sorry.
But yeah, you know, I just had a realization right now, like just right now. I've gone 3 months without playing this game, and then I gotta go back to recording another entire arc at level 1. Oh, no.
I have unintentionally greatly increased the workload of this LP.
Welcome.
Sorry about that, Chief.
What can I get?
No
you
problem,
today?
let's just eat some food.
Well, for what it's worth, while we get food, I decided in the spirit of the LP, no pun intended, that I'd pick up an appropriate drink.
With pleasure.
So,
What's-
because I recall the shirt that you wanted regarding the habanero.
Did you buy Fireball?
I bought habanero vodka.
That's a thing?
That is a thing. It is vodka that has been infused with just straight habanero peppers.
Honestly, that sounds unpleasant. Because isn't the whole, like,
With
draw to
pleasure.
vodka is that it has no flavor?
No, it has a flavor, and it has a burn. It has no odor, though.
Okay.
So, you smell this, and you smell just straight rubbing alcohol and spice, basically. And when you shoot it, well, let's find out.
Will this be all
In the
for
spirit
you?
of the LP, Mr. Highwang, to conquering our adversaries,
very much.
cheers.
Cheers as you double over in pain.
Oh, fuck!
Called it.
My tongue hurts.
Oh my god, are you gonna be like Jar Jar in that one Star Wars episode where your tongue is just paralyzed?
No. No, see, luckily, I had the foresight to prepare a chaser.
Ah.
My roommate that I mentioned spiked my chaser with Jack Daniels, which I didn't know about until he told me.
Has Oswald's
Excellent.
condition
But,
changed?
No, I'm good.
He's
I'm just going
resting
to
at the
get
moment.
gradually drunker as we finish
I
these
see.
recordings off. I'm already pretty drunk, not gonna lie. But anyway,
May I ask you
so,
something?
what happens now?
What is it?
That's a good question.
I have heard rumors suggesting that Oswald. has
Wait,
some
have we
type
heard
of
about the Queen of
connection to the
Death
Queen of
previously?
Death.
I don't recall that name.
We only heard about the fact that Odin steals stuff from the Queen
In
of
order
Death.
to increase my Belder Reaver's power, my father sold me to her.
Oswald.
Whoa, you should not be
you
out of
need
bed,
to
Chief.
rest.
You should be napping.
And just as he wished, I acquired the cursed power.
So yeah, I
of
think
the
it's kind of
Shadow Knight.
appropriate that both
But in
Gwendolyn and
compensation
Oswald
for
have
his
daddy
contract,
issues.
The Halia lurk about
Good.
everywhere. They are waiting for the moment
I
my
nominate
power
Oswald as
fades.
second worst Disney
How
princess.
terrible.
I mean, it's appropriate. He's not a
As
good
long
person.
As I have the Belder Reaver. The Halia fear me and stay away. But this power continues to be
It's also
my
kind of funny
curse.
because... Oh. I gotta keep my mouth shut. Never mind.
That was a close call back there. I must thank
I
you,
almost did a bad thing.
Gwendolyn. Why did you go to the fire?
Did you almost spoil your LP for
What
your
did you
unsullied
discuss with
virginal
Onyx?
commentator?
Yes.
I apologize for not obeying your command.
quite glad
to
you
stay
didn't.
Here. But I was so worried and concerned about
How
you.
Okay.
cute.
I could not.
Yeah,
sit
so let's see.
idly
Is
by.
Oswald going to stick to his whole, you're my
You were
equal and
worried
I
about
shouldn't,
me.
you're not
I-
property thing, or what?
I.
Oh, she's blushing! Oh, that's adorable. I love that detail.
Your Highness. You belong to my father's troops.
I notice how wholly unremarkable you are.
Oh, yes.
I have something to report. Ragnarnovel suffered a crushing defeat from the Vanir under their new queen. They have seized the area around the cauldron.
That can't be. How is
Stop
the king-
worrying about your
is the
dad,
king all
Jesus
right?
Christ!
King Odin
Well,
has
she
been
has good
wounded
reason
by
to be
arcane
worried.
bolts and has returned to the
Please tell me
castle.
Odin gets fucked up and
But his
dies.
injuries are severe, and he
Well,
is in no shape to
half
do
of that.
battle.
You got pretty
The
fucked up.
enemy will surely take this opportunity to invade the castle. The precious ring he received from your highness
Oh,
has been taken away.
Okay, so that's what... Oh no, Oswald!
You
Yup.
gave away
No!
the ring I presented to you.
Look, Oswald's not a nice dude, but that's fucked up, man. Come
So
on.
not
you
only
don't...
is Gwendolyn the worst princess, she's also the worst
Defeating
wife.
the Lord's scheme. So, I was used as a puppet.
Wait a moment. I really...
Oh no.
This game has pretty good writing.
For now.
It does,
please
but
return to
it's
the
making
kingdom
my
and assist
drunken
King
heart
Odin.
break for the poor guy.
It is entirely
cannot
reasonable
return to my
because
father.
that is rough for Oswald.
I will serve
Yeah,
my
right? It's-
responsibility as
oh,
the king's
man.
daughter.
Because he's like,
Fight.
basically,
Please
imagine
inform the king of
solely
my
from
intentions.
Gwendolyn's story's viewpoint. Like, if you've only played Gwendolyn's story, you've seen Oswald pin Gwendolyn, but not kill her out of some feelings of attraction. Then he gets her as a prize, but doesn't treat her like a prize. He still treats her like a normal woman. Gives her a
If
wedding
I can
ring,
retrieve that ring, the entire world
and then
will change.
also realizes,
Are you
hey,
doing this for your father?
the girl I saved me. Maybe this will finally work out.
Or
And then
And
after
then, haha, just kidding. I gave your magical wedding ring to my dad so he can achieve his dream.
I never imagined
yeah,
losing
so
someone could be
being
so
Oswald is
terrifying.
suffering.
I don't want to lose him.
And
You know,
this whole thing could be also resolved if Gwendolyn just said something and if Oswald would listen, but nah.
of course not. That would remove a whole bunch of gameplay opportunity here. Secondly, the way you phrased it makes it sound like Oswald is going to feature in additional arcs, which, from what I understand, you're not going to have me commenting on because you're now scared of me. Hey, Habaneristo.
It's not a matter of that so much as I wanted to get a different viewpoint for each chapter since they're localized stories.
Oh, I see how it is.
There's like
so
a continuity
you are
and
scared of me. No.
like there is a continuity, but there's not. So I just figured it'd be interesting to see what other people would respond
definitely.
based on the story of what they've seen.
No, I'm just giving you some shit because I care. But no, I am. But so I do take it then Oswald's going to feature in additional stories,
Yes.
just from your phrasing. So I look forward to seeing how that turns out, especially if you claim he's really not a good person.
So
Granted, what the fuck? Wait a minute, is that sheep being born from trees? What?
you can grow sheep in this game.
That's not how.
This is a fantasy video game set in fucking Norse mythos. This is a thing.
But no.
But yes.
But it's not, though. I'm assuming they maybe took that from cotton plants? I can't really think of
somebody will
any
probably
other way.
somebody will probably will come up with a more detailed explanation, but it's magic. We don't gotta fucking explain shit.
Yeah. Alright, how are you gonna explain your ridiculous fucking luck with Darkest Dungeon and Tharsis, then?
I can't.
Did you they come out as perfectly cooked fucking lamb chops? Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute here.
They're actually not lamb chocks. We're just getting cartoon beef from them. You actually do have to cook the lamb chops in order to eat them and get like full benefit.
I'm not drunk enough for this, dude.
But man, look how pretty this area is.
That is very gorgeous.
This room right here is a new piece exclusively for the modern game.
Really? Mm-hmm. I love the background.
Very, very fungal. So, one thing I'm gonna mention early on, which will appear in the later parts of the update, I'm reaching a point where I'm in the zone where I'm not prepared yet.
Oh, so you're not.
Yeah, I'm not prepared, but I feel like I'm confident in my abilities. Cause that's my last shield potion. But I'm also a very proud person. I mainly kept that death in to show just how quick the scaling goes in heroic mode. Like starting out, it's fine, but once you get to like chapter 3 and 4, any stray hit will just fucking kill you. And it's not like Muramasa where a stray hit will send you to 1 and then you get sent to 0. No, you fucking die once you get hit.
That does sound problematic. Also, that was a really impressive combo right there. Oh, it's still going. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Are you a wizard?
Yes.
Good. I am too. We'll be great friends.
Man, I'm just... since I had that realization that I have to play this again after 3 months of just not playing, I'm a little worried.
Nah, you'll be fine. I believe in you, buddy.
By the way, this explained a new mechanic to this game.
Do tell.
There's a mushroom that we gotta find in this dungeon that will certainly change things. Especially if you're not prepared.
You're not really explaining. You did not do tell. All you did is raise more questions, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, it will be explained once we find the mushroom. I'm just giving a little teaser. What do we got?
Oh, I forgot about the rose meal.
Yeah. We'll put that in. That should give us a little bit less than what we need, but we could spare a couple extra phosons. That's always the case with this new wild phoson thing. It's enough to get you hooked, but not enough to help you.
The poor sheeples.
They
Didn't
are-
give them a chance to live.
They are expressly grown to be cooked.
That's horrifying for so many reasons. I just want to point that out.
I
Well,
usually do business
tell me
with
this:
the
what else
fairies
would you
here,
do with a lamb
this
outside
area's
of
been
use it to
unsafe
grow
lately.
cotton? Or
Pet
to
it?
what?
Pet it. You pet the sheep. They're in petting zoos.
That just seems silly.
Grow cotton, by the way. Cotton is an actual plant. Wool.
Yeah, yeah.
Wool is the word you're
mo-
looking for.
The moment I said that, I was like, wait a minute. So this is how you cook grilled lamb. You put a pepper in it. But we also got a vampiric ring, which while the vampiric part doesn't really help me, vampiric ring +2 comes with, I think, 10% extra damage and taking more damage, so I'm effectively stacking 2 of those buffs now.
Gotcha.
I'm so glad there's a customer this
Oh,
time.
Mori's still the best
wind
character,
rings
too.
the bell much
Yeah.
too often.
I was a little afraid that adding a new character would ruin the atmosphere of things, but they pretty much nailed Mori.
Now then, what do you want?
Give
to
me
work on?
all the lamb. I must consume. Don't really have much though. I could get a shrimp pepperoncino. Oh, I did buy a
apparently
shrimp somewhere
you
along the
did,
line.
Yeah.
Very well. Leave it to me.
That does not look like shrimp anything. Wait a minute.
The videos are in 480p, but if you were watching this in like a proper resolution, there is like 1 or 2 shrimps in that pasta, but there's like no sauce.
So basically, if you increase the resolution, you trade one problem for another, is what I'm
Will
hearing.
that be
Yeah.
all?
Like, I feel like, I think maybe there's like an oil or something? Because I don't see a red sauce or a white sauce, it just looks like noodles with shrimp.
To be fair, that is generally how I
Sorry
toss
for
my
the
noodles
wait.
and seafood, is olive oil and spice blend.
Yeah.
I await your
It's a
further
little
patronage.
misleading, just because in Odin's Sphere, the food doesn't have as much detail as Muramasa or Dragon's Crown or Final Fantasy 15.
I have heard mixed reviews about 15. What are your thoughts?
Haven't played it myself, don't intend to since it's looking PS4 only. But,
Do you not have a PS4?
no.
Well, if I get a Pro, I'll send you my my current PS4.
Here's a new mini-boss. This one's, this is probably one of the 2 hardest ones for me to fight.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear a mushroom is giving you all that much trouble. Also, I make a generous offer and you just fucking gloss right over that shit.
Well,
Whatever.
I gotta run an LP, dude!
No, you don't though!
But yeah, this is Comet Spear. Basically, it does
Okay.
an extra attack in front of you, but it's not strong. I almost never find a reason to use this because its cost is way too high.
Yeah, 20? It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like the skills in this game, the later skills aren't enticing because they just seem way too expensive. Also, I noticed a little trait about this boss. If you set him on fire with a fire potion of any kind, his AI breaks and he panics.
Well, to be fair, if you were a plant and you were set on fire, you'd probably be a little worried too, wouldn't you?
Yep. I'd say that's a reasonable thing, but once this combo ends, you'll see why this boss is difficult. If I ever let him hit the fucking ground. I believe right about here? Yeah, right about here.
What?
He is
What?
now Muscle Shroom.
What has happened?
This boss has 3 forms, and he can change them almost at any time. Muscle Shroom is honestly not the hardest, it's just the hardest to hit because he has a lot of AoE denial. He could also become a ball.
What the fuck?
The big thing about Muscle Shroom, though, is that he has Power Geyser, except instead of fireballs, it's mushrooms. And they can cause poison, which also causes damage, which influence my shield, so I have to stay away from him. Like right now,
you say as your shield breaks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
I think because he's in his last bar, he changes to his oh no, he doesn't. Yeah, the big issue with small form is that he's not easy to juggle, and if you don't have fire potions, he has a wicked amount of hit stun resistance.
Gotcha.
I say as I manage to juggle him.
Well, even a fool can kill a king given the right circumstances. So anyway.
Yep, here's the 3rd form. This is honestly the easiest form.
I was gonna say, if you call this sexy Sherm, I'm gonna lose all respect for you.
I had nothing planned because this form is really easy. She has projectiles and she has whip attacks, but there's no range to them, even with the projectile. And she has low hit stun, so you could just ruin her. And she also suffers from the same AI problem as the Vulcans, where if she's in the air and you're hitting her in the air, she's just gonna keep flying backwards and not do anything.
Oh no, okay, makes sense.
So yeah, honestly, the smallest form of Mushroom Boy here is the toughest form, just because it has a small hitbox and high hit resistance. Don't do it. No, don't.
Please don't. Are you going to? Okay,
No.
good. Oof.
Draw Ring is amusing because it has a lot of good benefits that make a normal playthrough way easier, but it also has the added effect of drawing absolutely everything in at all times, infinite range.
Oh, you don't like being an enemy magnet on heroic mode, where you can basically tank one hit, if that?
Mm-hmm. Everybody gets dragged in, even if their AI won't allow them to, so if you're dragging a dude who's winding up an attack, it's not pleasant.
Hmm.
Now,
Yeah, that does not sound like a fun time.
I'm pretty sure we may have fought them in the first chapter when we were on the battlefield, but I'm gonna mention it again. Elves have possibly one of the worst enemies to fight. Like if you see the if you see the green dude I'm beating on, there's a stronger version of him that is way more aggressive, and it causes problems with a lot of my fights. I will say, I edited them out, but there was a lot of repeat fights in this area.
Oh no.
Mainly because I could survive it, but without S rank, nah, I can't have that stain on my honor.
Good, as long as your integrity is still intact. Oh hey, Icicle Wave, useful as ever.
Yeah, Icicle Wave is not as good as Blinding Flash, but it can work if you're in the right circumstances. Just barely within the time limit.
Oof.
Like, I think the timer said 0-0. That was perfect. And for this, we get a new skill. I forget what it is. Oh, this skill's good. I forgot about this skill. Shivo, I know it's been a while since we recorded, but do you remember back in Horn Mountain, where in one boss I would use both a tornado and a poison cloud to absolutely melt bosses?
Yes.
Add one more DOT to that.
Seriously?
Blizzard
Oh, no.
is a high-cost skill but it is a full screen, no avoidance attack.
Oh no.
And depending on circumstances, it could last forever.
Oh boy.
And I actually think that matters because we're going to see a new type of fight in this chapter.
So, how badly did the difficulty of the remaining LP just drop for this arc?
For Gwendolyn, it stays relatively difficult, mainly because there's the thing of me wanting to stay in S rank, but also the fact that enemies get a lot of multi-attacks. So I still have to be able to dodge properly, or else I'm gonna lose a lot of shield. Now we got an item called Gold. This is a potion you get from onions, I want to say? With Gold, depending on the rating, you get a duration length of... Every time you hit someone, they have a chance to drop money.
Okay.
Now this is not limited to a certain currency, this is all money. So if you make
the currency for the whatchamacallit, the village? Oh wow.
So if you just make a high rank potion of that, and just, I don't know, find a mid-boss to wail on forever, you can make a lot of money.
I don't know. Why do I have the feeling that's going to happen?
It happened in my first playthrough of Leaf Dressier, mainly because I wanted to get all the food, but also I wanted to see just how far I could push this, and you can kill your frame rate with that. Because the optimal way to farm gold with the gold potion requires a boss that splits into multiple copies.
Oh no.
And hit stun animations across many people is kinda great.
Except for your frame rate, naturally.
Yeah. I think now's about a good time to use Blizzard.
Alright, let's take a holo. Is
It's
Blizzard proccing against your vampiric ring as well?
Yes, actually.
Huh.
Now it's not much, it's 1 per hit. It could get you, like, it's not gonna fully heal you in normal mode, but it can get you by a fight.
Right.
In heroic mode, it's a great way to, like, top off a stray hit that might not have killed you.
Right.
We have learned how to make chocolate fondant.
But fondant tastes gross. That's not fondant at all. That's a cake.
Look, it's fine.
No, it's not. I take great offense to this butchering of culinary terms. In fact, I take such great offense that I'm probably gonna drink some more. Happy New Year.
We've been
It's
eating
the
a lot
30th
of chocolate truffles due to the holidays. And there's this one brand out there, Lindor Chocolates.
Yeah, buddy.
That stuff is so weird. Mainly because, like, it's chocolate, but if you let it melt in your mouth for, like, a second, it just explodes in flavor, and I'm just like, I can't handle this. This is too much sweet.
Do you want something else that you can just leave on your tongue for a second before it explodes?
I'm
sorry,
afraid-
Highwang.
I'm afraid to ask, but
I'm referring to your frame rate. So anyway.
if you saw that blue fairy there, that was a recolor for mages that exclusively summons and heals enemies.
Oh, gross. Okay. That was actually going to be a question I was about to ask, but yeah, no, that does not sound fun in the slightest.
So let's just do another Blizzard.
Yeah, why not?
And, you know, a little bit of giggles. What do I got here? Do I have anything interesting? Let's throw toxin at them. Let's just melt the fucking floor.
Who needs an icebreaker when you just vaporize the fucking ice?
When you just use poison to break water, yes. Oh, and by the way, a high-level paladin was there. That's the dude I was talking about. That gives me all the troubles in the world.
Ah, gotcha.
The tankiest dude in this game.
Yeah, that definitely seemed to take quite a while to actually finish off.
And luckily more inventory space for all this chocolate.
Now, I was slightly surprised to see that enemies are still dropping Muggle seeds this late in the story.
Muggle seeds kind of irrelevant. Like, there are a few late-game recipes that involve muggle seeds.
Oh, okay.
There are also some that involve spoiled muggles.
How do you spoil a muggle?
Leave it out to dry.
Huh. Wouldn't that just make muggle raisins, though?
Yeah, that's technically considered bad. They're not like grapes where like letting them wither is good.
I mean, that's fair. I would also argue that raisins in general are not great.
Yeah. I would argue that grapes on their own aren't great, but that's just me.
No, but fermented grapes, those rock. Okay, so you're potentially upgrading an extra Phozons?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna dump a bunch of food in that to make a 9, I think I'm gonna make a 9 rank X. Because I believe I'm trying to level up something.
Gotcha.
Because oh yeah, my weapon needs 200 to level up, and that just got me exactly what I needed.
Oh, well then.
Why am I not leveling it up though? What?
Highwang. Past Highwang, what are you doing?
It was like, so long that I don't even remember exactly what happens.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Are you ever going to inform the thread of why there was such a delay?
I'll find a creative way to do so. Don't worry.
Oh God, no! Now I'm incredibly worried. You wait one moment here, Chief.
No, I believe it's here that we see the new mechanic.
Oh no.
Here we go. Now I'm level.
Oh, you needed 205. That's...
I'm 1 off. Oh no. Disappointing. Though I'm also looking at this because there's a really weird and kind of frustrating gimmick with specifically this secret for Gwendolyn. And when the game first came out, there was a lot of confusion as to where the secret was. Now, let me explain Small.
Please do.
Small is something you do to explore levels. Now, Small has a long duration, lets you get into small cracks and crevices, lets you find secret halls. However, if you run into a fight, you have no defense whatsoever.
Oh dear.
You basically get stomped. Now, to offset this, if you're not in a fight, you could cancel Small instantly.
Okay.
So it's a neat, cute little status effect that allows for more exploration-based puzzles. And it's not really much of a threat, but if you're not paying attention, you can probably get rocked. Now, let me show you my caster build for Gwendolyn.
Yeah. That seems to have worked pretty nicely in your favor, huh?
Yeah. Don't even care.
Was that it? Was that the fight?
Yeah, that was...
What the shit?
That was 16 archers, and it's not really a threat period, but if you're not paying attention, you can get shot pretty easily. Naturalize is a odd potion. I've made use of it very well before, but it's something I don't actively think of.
Gotcha.
It converts all organic matter into phozons that is on the floor.
As in seeds and the like?
Seeds, fruits, foods, waste material. And I have a 6 potion, so let's exploit this a little bit. Remember when I said all organic matter?
Oh no. Oh no.
All organic matter.
No, what are you doing, Wang?
All organic matter.
Wang, no! Not Wang!
Now, if I were even crazier, I'd put... No, am I gonna do it? Please do it. Ah, I'm not gonna do it. I could have put the chocolate and the ham in there for a level 8 one and gotten way more phozon.
Didn't you just pull in like almost 100 though? Or was it like 80? Something like that?
Roughly around 70 because I had 230.
Okay. That's plenty, yeah.
If you know what you're doing, you could get a lot of phozons with that. Possibly more than with X potion.
Oh, well then.
But then again, it's way better than Once Upon a Time, where if you just made any potion level 99, you also come with like a free 60 phozon.